Captain's Log Supplemental.
Hey, Jeremy, you know those race cars you're busy building?
Yeah, I do. I
You,
got one that I'm looking at every day.
you know what I don't see you working on?
You don't see me working on the amazing Sentinel system yet.
That's true. It would take all of 10 minutes for you to have one.
And it's very quick and easy to install.
It is. It is. And we could watch you when we are not at the race with you and see how you're doing. And then we can call you up when you get out of the car and tell you everything you did wrong.
And I love that because so many years I've been driving and not been able to see what I'm doing.
I know.
And now we can.
I know. You know what I'd like to do with the video? My most favorite thing is I take the video and I load it on YouTube, and then I send it to my coach and say, look at 26 minutes and 17 seconds. Look at this one lap and tell me what I can do better. And every single time, you know what they say?
Everything.
Exactly. Precisely. So with the Sentinel system, you get instantaneous feedback plus useful feedback that unfortunately is accurate for my driving.
I think it's accurate for all of our driving.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's probably true. Yep. But you need to get one in your car, sir.
Yes, I do. And with the discount code that you're going to tell everybody, they can save 10% on this awesome system.
Yep. Trouble-free. I haven't had an issue getting video every time we've gone out with the Sentinel. It's always worked. Can't say the same for some of the other systems we've tried. So I don't know. It's on the podcast notes down there. Don't do it while you're driving, though. We like to have our listeners live. It's good.
From the great halls of their house, there are assembled three who hope to one day be the world's greatest driving heroes. Created from the cosmic legends of the universe comes our team captain, the Vision, Bill Fisher, and their soon-to-be Wonder Woman, Vicki Fisher, and our Captain Marvel and head flight trainee, Jennifer Skripchuk. Their mission: to fight injustice, share what is right and wrong, to get you out of your house and come out racing with them and serve all mankind. They are the Garage Heroes in Training Team.
Welcome to the Garage Heroes in Training podcast. I'm going to be your host for tonight. My name is Michael Fassbender. Who else is hosting?
No, it's not.
I'm Vicki.
I love it. I love it.
Fassbender's here. Look.
Oh my God. I love
We
it.
have real Fassbender.
My biggest fan, Alex.
I saw Black Bag in the theater 7 times.
We're supposed to introduce ourselves. No,
Yes.
you're gonna have to do this like a regular Zoom meeting where you say, "To my left, that's Jeff."
To
From-
my bottom is Alex. Always.
There you go.
That's correct.
Leading the way is Josh.
Hello, from Nerd History.
That's right, from Nerd History.
We got Nerd History podcast showing
right.
up.
It's not a podcast. It's
No?
just a
video.
It's a YouTube series where I talk about nerdy things that interest me, and it stops from my friends from hearing it.
Very nice.
Well, there you go.
The namesake of our trophy truck, El Jefe himself, Josh.
Hello, I'm Jeff
Whitman.
of the
And-
Tree Pedal Mafia.
That's right. And the man who doesn't know the difference between Zoom and Teams, Benny.
Benny. Benny, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. How you guys doing?
Not
We're
too bad.
doing okay.
Benny, you gotta love that intro, because the other one that Alex had set up for me.
I don't want the Alex's
He,
intro.
he,
Him and I will
was
have
busy,
words
guys.
afterwards.
He was busy, guys. He was busy.
Yeah, yep. Anyway, it's been a while since we booted it up, so we thought, in honor of the recent release of Thunderbolts Star Asterisk, don't know.
Asterisk. Yeah.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
We thought we'd get together. So who wants to? Oh, by the way, spoilers for the rest of the show.
Also,
Yeah, we're spoiling everything, right?
Spoiling.
Yeah.
Also,
Everybody.
can I just interject? Just for our new people that are coming in, explain what a WOOT is.
People are showing up still looking for car stuff.
That's right. No cars. Way off our regular topic. Way off our topic. No R. Anyway, who knows what we're doing? Anyway, this is about as good as it's going to get. If you like comic book and related media, we will be talking about that. If you want to know the difference between a spark plug and a glow plug, we are going to do that on a Dominated with Dawson coming to you soon. Actually, Ben doesn't do parts.
Perfect weekend too. Free comic book day, May the 4th.
That's right.
Yeah.
We can geek it up.
Yep.
Everybody show your Star Wars shirts.
I don't have mine.
What if I could?
Hey, what's over there?
Oh, that's a good one.
Miss Vicky's such a Star Wars fan. She was born on May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Wait, for reals?
For reals.
Happy birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Yep, we watched Andor today.
Nice.
So to share the pain, just imagine your month starts like this. May 3rd is my mother's birthday. May 4th is my beautiful bride's birthday. May 5th apparently is another holiday in this family. And then Mother's Day comes in. I might as well just take my wallet and flush it. Anyway.
Sounds about right.
Yes,
That's crazy.
yes. When with the mother-in-law, we would have started on her birthday, and just for the next 3 days, he wouldn't see us.
Only if they needed more cash. Anyway, Thunderbolts. Do we want to do a review, or do we just want to get into the ratings and thoughts?
Just a quick review, I think.
Here's 2-sentence review.
All right,
2 sentence review.
Okay.
Here it comes. All right. The
That's
Oh my God,
more,
what's her name?
that's more
Relax.
stutters than review.
Perfect.
Yelena Belova,
What
the
did she get pulled over
Taskmaster,
for? What did she get pulled over for?
Taskmaster, the WOOT, the
US agent?
WOOT, U.S. agent. Yes, I was going to say. Who else is there?
Red Guardian?
Red Guardian,
Guardian.
Ghost.
Ghost?
Ghost, and Bucky.
And then Bucky.
For
and
a
then
team,
the bonus.
they all hate each other.
They're
And
all
they
very
meet a guy named Bob,
individualistic.
who turns out to be Sentry.
Bob.
There you go.
And
Bob.
Bob's last movie role that was famous was what? He was in what movie?
Bob.
Maverick as Bob.
As Bob.
That's right.
If I were his agent, I would put that as a rider for all future contracts that every movie character he is named Bob from now on.
Yeah.
It's like the Bob continuity universe. That's all I want to see. I just want to see him. Come on, that would be awesome. Anyway,
That would be awesome,
The Bob
actually.
Cinematic Universe. We need
exactly.
it.
The BCU, baby.
Mhm.
Or the Bob CU.
Bob C.
That's right. Anyway, that'd be fine. So, who's going into the theater knew who the Sentry was besides Benny? Obviously,
I did.
Really?
Nope.
Nobody?
Nope, not at all.
All right.
I chose to be blind.
Went in blind.
What can we start? Because I had questions.
Okay, we have answers. Ben,
So I am not a comic book guy. I am a movie guy. I watch a lot of film. I got like one of those degrees, radio, television, film stuff. And
Imagine doing that.
Well, rah,
Cringe.
rah, rah.
Imagine doing
No,
that.
what I'm saying is I love the MCU. I watch the editing. I watch all that. I watch the story.
Mhm.
I don't read the comics. So I had no knowledge. I avoided every single spoiler. I quite enjoyed the movie.
Mhm.
But I gotta know Bob/Sentry from
Yeah.
the movie, Bob/Sentry from the comic book. Give me the highs, the lows, the changes. Something tells me that is not even close to what the comic book was about.
It is
Sort of is.
actually.
It sort of
It
is,
is.
actually.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Crazy.
So in general, and Benny and Alex will answer this much better because Sentry came in after me. In general, everybody in the MCU is much less powerful than they are in comic books.
Yes,
Mhm.
but this time, this is probably one of the few times where they actually made the character pretty accurate in terms of power.
Yeah.
Because he is in the comic books, everybody always thought that he was going to be Marvel's answer to
Oh, here we
Superman.
go. Oh, here we go. Here
I
we
That's
go.
what
thought
I
I
thought
thought
he
he was
was.
I
Here
thought
we
he was going to
go.
be Marvel's answer to
Here we
Superman.
go.
I mean, he even has an S,
Here
right?
we go.
But
Here we go.
in the comic book, they similar to in the movie, but to the nth degree. In the comic book, it was this whole event. Basically, they made it seem like the Sentry had been around forever, and
From the
somehow,
beginning of the Marvel
and
Comics
right,
universe.
and somehow, the Void had erased everyone's memories. The thing is that when they introduced those characters, they were supposed to be two separate characters,
Not
and there
not
was
100% accurate,
well,
homeboy.
hold on.
Not 100%.
You didn't find out until much later, much into that first run of the comic book, that that he had mental issues.
That he
You
was
go
both.
ahead.
Mhm.
That was a
But-
split
and
personality.
He was a little wacko.
Here's the thing. He actually erased the memory of everybody in the universe, so they couldn't remember him being the Sentry, because that's the only way he could get rid of the Void.
I thought
So
Reed did
he
that.
didn't lose his memory. The world
No.
lost its memory.
The world lost his memory, but he made himself lose it too.
I thought
Mm.
Reed Richards did that and wiped everybody, including him.
No, it was Bob. It was
Yeah, it was
Bob.
Bob. It was Bob, and his name is Bob too in the comic books, and he came up with this fake background even
Yep.
where it was much more noble. But the movie actually went with his actual background,
Correct.
which you find out later that was in truth his
Correct.
background, that he was an ex-drug addict, and
Correct.
I was on
Oh.
that. For that line, he.
All right. So everybody here has seen the movie. Everybody listening should have seen the movie. Well, let me rephrase that. Should everybody go see this movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now to streamline this, because we've been doing these Woot episodes for several years, I have two options. We can do the traditional thoughts and ratings 1 to 10, or we can rate things by tiers, like top tier, good, middling, poor, and Madam Web, Morbius, and Venom.
That's crazy. It's been like what, a year since Madam Web, and we're still taking shots at it.
Mhm.
When the shoe
Bill,
fits
it's
down.
doesn't-
it's going to be a lot more than years.
Yeah, it's going to be years.
Bill, it doesn't
Centuries.
matter what you do for the system. We're all just going to go off tangent and say what we want. So
Okay.
just call it around.
All
You,
right.
you tell us what to do and call it around.
I believe we need some nerd history, Josh.
Okay. What? Say that again? So I guess for my rating on Thunderbolts, it was very good. It got me to care about characters who before this I couldn't care about if they live or died. US Agent, I never expected to really like US Agent in the movie, but as the movie continued, he started to grow on me and I started to care about his character. So I guess my rating would be 8.3 good tier.
Okay, good tier. Well, let's keep it in family. Hefe.
I loved it. It was much better than Cats. I'll go see it again and again.
Is that a Winter Soldier reference?
No, this is a Saturday Night Live reference from 100 years ago. So I honestly loved it. I thought it was excellent. It moved very well. I don't think you needed to have deep knowledge of a lot of the TV shows, like the Marvels. If you weren't paying attention to the TV shows, you didn't know what was going on. You really could figure out US Agent whether you actually saw the show or not. I loved it. I thought it was great. I'm going to go S tier.
S tier. Very nice. Well, let's start with another family then. Let's go alphabetical. Alex comes before Benny, so Alex.
I loved it. Some of those characters I'd already enjoyed before this movie, and this movie made me enjoy them even more. I thought, like El Jefe said, it moved along at a really good clip. And it was like I got the feeling of, MCU is potentially back. So I'd give it the most solid of solid eights.
Okay.
Teetering close to a nine, but
I'm,
let's say a solid eight. And it was awesome. It was fantastic.
I'm surprised you didn't say it was terrible because there was no Fassbender in it. But all right.
That's all right.
Aw.
There's the potentiality of a fast bender coming later.
I'm right here.
I love you.
I know. Benny.
I think it was a solid 8. Definitely not a 9, but
Okay.
solid 8. I think the casting was good. Um, I think, for example, Wyatt Russell, didn't like him so much in the series. I loved him here.
Yeah, much
Yeah,
better. Way
absolutely.
Yeah,
improved.
yeah. His charisma came through. He was a great jerk when he needed to be, but then he became a sympathetic character.
Hmm.
And like Josh was saying, it's a good way of making you care about characters that you normally wouldn't. Something that Marvel used to do really good.
Mhm.
Hopefully this is, good sign of them coming back. Um, I was surprised that Taskmaster was only in it for five
One,
minutes.
one
I
and
don't
One
know.
done.
shot,
I don't know
bang.
if Olga
One line.
maybe she didn't get a good contract or something
I
going
could
Or
on.
maybe
yap
she did get a
on and
good
on about
contract,
the
and that's
stuff
why
I
she
Yeah.
didn't
just.
like about that Taskmaster, to be honest.
I was
No,
gonna
no,
say maybe it's because Taskmaster sucks in the
yeah,
MCU.
it could
Yeah,
be. But you
yeah,
know what?
maybe
I
they made
was
her
also
mute.
glad. I was also glad that they stuck to the second tier B-list Marvel MCU characters and didn't try to introduce any of the Thunderbolts from the actual comic book because honestly, those characters are just not that likable. These characters, you know, they grew on you.
So
So
I do
yeah.
gotta say, Benny, sorry to interrupt. Wouldn't it have been cool to see the MCU Zemo in there? That would have been cool.
But yeah, you know what? And who knows?
Um,
That might be
Plenty of room
something
for
that
later.
yeah.
He could have
Zemo,
danced.
maybe. Yeah, he
So
He
could
could
so
have
have
the reason
danced.
danced.
the reason he mentions that is because in the comic books, Zemo actually started the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say something that
Oh,
kind of when the movie first came out and they like introduced the roster, I was a little like skeptical because like how do you make a Thunderbolt movie without Thaddeus
And
Thunderbolt Ross,
yeah.
who is
They're
literally
named after him.
introduced in the movie prior?
Yeah.
But I guess it worked. Maybe they get him in a future movie.
They did mention him. There was I know there was a
Yeah.
point where they made a joke about him.
Hmm.
Big Red. Miss Vicky, where you at?
Yes. Well, I would give it a 7.5 to 8. For a while there, the way that they were pumping out shows, I believe that the audience that was out there was starting to get superhero fatigue because, it just almost felt like there was starting to get to a point of just like that burnout of a star. Um, and this group that was coming in almost felt like Marvel was trolling the Avengers. Like, let's get this trash bunch of people, throw them in there and see what we can do. And they did a really good job. But I
He did.
still feel like it was trolling. It almost felt like it was trolling the Avengers. Like they
but
used
actually,
everything.
isn't that kind of what it is?
That's
That
what
that's
my
what it is.
interpretation of
Yeah.
it. Right.
That's what
My
Guardians
but
was.
yeah, but kind of coming in there, it's like from somebody that's not reading the comics or the histories or anything like that, they did a good job. They did a
Yeah.
good job doing that. I think that the characters, they really, they really kind of blew through the characters really fast. So it's almost as if it's worth going to see again because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of nuances that you didn't pick up the first time around. Um, but I mean, they really did a good job knitting everything together, but it was really fast the way they did it. So everybody just had a blurb of a history all the way through it. So again, it would be worth to go see it again and get a little bit more history of what maybe I missed the first time around. It was
It's a
good.
It's a 7. Didn't have anything super special, but 7's good. Anyway,
Wow.
So wait. Didn't you give Captain America 7 too?
No, he
last one.
didn't. He couldn't
Yeah.
have.
No.
There's no way he did that.
Okay.
Well, he loves
okay.
he
I
loves
gave-
Captain America. That's
I gave Brave New World a 7 too, so I guess he can't.
Because I don't think those two movies are on par.
No, they're not.
Not at all.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right. So, did it bother anybody that they spent all that money on a new Taskmaster costume for 40 seconds?
I have a Taskmaster thought.
hmm
If you were paying attention, you knew she wasn't going to be there very long.
Yeah.
If
She was only in the one.
They weren't
photoshopped.
even trying to hide
She
it anymore.
wasn't even in the marketing. Pretty
Marvel
much.
chairs.
So I actually think she fought better in those like 5 minutes she was in the movie than she did in Black Widow.
She's like, I
So
gotta
I
make my
actually-
paycheck.
Had a moment where I was like, huh, that seems pretty cool. Maybe they should keep her. Bam.
Bang! Bang!
Okay, so they're not going to do that. So that's fine.
The whole theater was either silent or cheering like a Minecraft movie showing
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
nobody liked Task.
I mean,
She
and I do have to
did
say
provide one
that-
of the
that-
funniest moments because when she was dead, they all started ganking her stuff, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, she would have wanted me to have
that
this."
was cool.
Respect the dead.
Funny.
You want
Yeah.
something?
But the Taskmaster from the comic books would have never died that way.
Nope.
I
I
can
mean-
yap about the differences between
Yeah.
comic Taskmaster and like regular Taskmaster that like irk me. Like the biggest thing is that they made her mute. Taskmaster, the guy who has a panel playing golf against Bullseye, where he tells Bullseye to quote go back to killing Daredevil's girlfriends and leave this
No,
job to
yeah.
the pros.
In the comic, he's actually pretty sharp-witted. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And also the fact that the copy ability is tech based. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the comics, doesn't Tony Masters figure out he can copy people by watching Olympic diving and going, I can do that, and then
Yep.
just does it?
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
Quite easily. All right. So before we put a fork in this one, best part of the movie, reverse order. Vicki.
I
If
like
you
the
just had a
end-
doc in front of you.
I do. I like the end credits.
Okay.
Honestly, I was dying
were
at
awesome.
the end credits.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were
Okay.
hilarious. That
They
and
were awesome.
yeah, that and I really enjoyed the
She's
the
talking about
limo scenes.
she's talking about the
Mhm.
credits, not the stingers.
Yeah.
By the way.
The
Mhm.
All right.
the
Benny,
second end credits.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
just the pictures going through
Um,
the end credits, all the clippings.
gotta
They were
say-
hilarious.
I'm not. I hate Red Guardian. He's not my favorite character, but I loved him in this movie.
Mhm.
He's not the comic book
Yeah,
Guardian.
He
Yeah,
was all
yeah.
he was a comic relief through the whole thing.
yeah, and
and he was pretty
and
great.
He was pretty
great.
great.
He was pretty
Mhm.
great. Yeah.
I've seen Stranger Things. Anyway, Alex, we're going in reverse order.
Well, Bill, you know what I'm going to say? When they shot at Bob and his shirt turned into a crop top and you got to see those awesome abs.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
actually,
seriously though, I didn't know that Poolman had.
He worked.
Yeah.
He worked
Yeah,
that
that's
hard
crazy.
for that little screen time.
honestly, though, my favorite part were really the parts with Yelena and Red Guardian. I thought they were, Florence Pugh fucking took it all the way. She did really good.
All right.
I thought-
Who's-
I-
100%. 100%. It was her
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Hefe.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Favorite part?
Who'd you say? Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. Since Alex already said Florence Pugh was awesome, I don't have to say that again. The movie plot and the impact on the MCU both are about character redemptions of people we don't care about.
Yes.
That's why that
Yeah.
movie was awesome.
Yep.
All right. So we interrupted
1000%,
Josh.
dude.
We interrupted Josh before, so hit it, big
Yeah.
guy.
Okay, so I guess definitely my favorite part is a bit of an underrated part, but when Bucky saves everyone from the 3 cars and then starts
Yes.
aiming his gun at the truck, and John Russell going, "Yeah, shoot!" and also the second post-credit scene, which, fun fact, confirmed by the director, that was shot during the filming of Doomsday.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Okay.
And
Nice.
and the director also confirmed why Sam is upset about the new Avengers.
Why is it? Because he sucks?
No, not because he wasn't invited, but because they work for the government, which is something Sam Wilson knows Steve Rogers wouldn't stand for.
Okay. All right. So, Josh, you are correct in the best part. The second post credit was the best part. Least favorite character. Josh.
I guess least favorite had to be Val, but I feel like that's the obvious answer.
Okay.
Maybe miss 5 minutes of screen time, Taskmaster.
Let's not exaggerate. 47 seconds. Anyway. Hefe.
I wanted more Ghost.
Okay. more
Yes,
shows.
actually, yeah, that
You
is.
didn't give me anything. Like, Ghost fought cool, but we got no real good lines. We got no character development in a show that was really about character development.
Only one on the team with superpowers, by the way, besides Bob.
And I
It's
wonder
like
if she
3
was
super
just edited.
soldiers.
Super
wonder if
soldier
she-
serum isn't a power, it's a physical feat.
Yeah, I
Everybody
wonder
has-
steroids.
if
everybody
they
has
just
feet,
put that
though.
on the clipping floor.
Not
They just ran out of time.
Not according to Brave New World, where all of a sudden Isaiah's got like super human.
You can't just jab yourself with steroids and call yourself a superhero. That's all I'm saying.
All
Dude,
right.
I love watching Isaiah grab the freaking the sandbag and treat it like it was a baton.
True.
Yeah.
All right. Benny, you're up.
Least favorite?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know.
You can pass.
Yeah, no, I guess just Taskmaster with her couple minutes.
Okay. She was very upset about her last Tom Cruise movie. Alex.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Big Benster and Josh there. Yeah, Taskmaster really, yeah, that character sucks.
Can't
Okay,
believe you.
but was it because you wanted more?
No, it's because they could have had like a red shirt in there and it would have been the same thing.
It's because they could have done better.
But that's what I'm saying. Is it because they didn't do Taskmaster right, or you wanted more Taskmaster?
It's because they didn't do her right.
My
They didn't do
complaint
him
with
right.
Black Widow was that they didn't do her right, but at this point, this is the crappy Taskmaster we have, and yeah, it just sucks. I'm glad she's dead.
Okay.
Get clipped.
I agree with all of you. Florence Pugh was the worst part of the movie. Anyway,
Oh,
moving on.
dang.
I need your address.
tongue.
Dude,
Dad, give me
really?
his address.
Cannot stand her. Anyway,
Are you serious? What?
100%.
L
It's
takes
just-
skill
Why?
issue.
Doesn't like Michael Fassbender, so you know there's something wrong with him.
Nope. Not hasn't been good in anything I've ever seen her in. But anyway.
Oh my
That's-
God.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, Bill.
I need this man's
I
address.
cannot believe you said that.
That's like
You're
that's
just
like my
a
new like
shit
screen
stir right
crush.
I'm doxing him.
Dude, she's great, actually.
Yep. Great when she walks off the screen. Anyway.
Phil, we're gonna have to cancel
Oh.
you, man. You're gonna
Get
get
it.
canceled.
You're already
Only
getting
because-
doxed.
Only
I'm pulling up
because you
your
didn't look at
address.
her butt as she walks away.
You,
That's the
you,
only reason.
you assume that anybody listens to this podcast. Thank you, Josh.
There
All right.
might be more people on the podcast than listening to the podcast.
So,
Yeah,
so
pretty
this is a call to everybody to send some hate mail to Bill for full.
GarageHeroesInTraining at gmail.com. Tell me why she's the most overrated actress in the history of Hollywood.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What am I listening to? Oh my god!
I can't work like this, gang.
All right. Since this turned into the new Avengers, which comic book reference,
It's
These aren't-
Avengers.
these aren't them.
Come
But-
on, guys. Let's be honest. The new Avengers kind of suck. I mean,
Yeah.
So
But
this is,
a question, right? I think the Frank Cho New Avengers. Sentry was
No,
part of them.
those were Mighty
right?
Avengers. Those were
Oh,
the
that was Mighty Avengers. Okay, Sentry was a part of that, right?
Yes, he
I
was.
Sentry was part of the Osborn version.
Yeah, the Dark
Yeah,
Avengers.
he was also. Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So anyway, speculation on what we think is going to happen next with that little bomb that they added at the end of the show.
The Fantastic Four are going to
Come on.
show up in
No,
our
no, no.
universe.
The new
They
Avengers
do.
stuff. New
Galactic
Avengers. New
Twins.
Avengers.
The Avengers versus Avengers.
Yes. Yes.
With
Z.
the Z.
Whoa.
We don't
I
wanna
mean,
get sued here.
There's a precedent in the comic books to have multiple teams.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
West Coast, for
yeah,
instance, when
Yeah,
when I
Young
was
Avengers.
when I was reading.
I unfortunately got to say, I think that in Doomsday, I think the new Avengers, most of them are going to kick it. Red Guardian's going to go. Ghost is going to go.
Oof.
Probably
Elena's going to go. Yeah.
I
Florence
don't
Pugh
think
will stay.
I don't think Yolena's gonna go, man.
Florence Pugh will definitely stay. So will Bucky.
So we'll Bucky.
Bucky will
and,
definitely stay. Bucky
I
will
think-
stay.
I think Sentry could be like a trump card. I mean, they might need.
I
What
get the feeling. I get the feeling that Doom's going to kill him to show how powerful he is.
Kill Sentry.
One of my
I get
Okay.
the
one of my homies gave this idea. So Sentry says in the post-credit scene, "Oh, I can't use my powers without tapping into the void." One of my friends said, "What if Sentry is going to be used in a way to give exposition to Doom's character if they don't do it in Fantastic Four?" Because, if you go into the shadows, you see traumatic memories. So maybe he's going to do it to Doom, and Doom is going to be like, "I didn't say you could probe around my mind," and then just like snap his neck or something.
Yeah, it'll be something like that. I think.
So
Are we going to have
why-
God King? Doom?
why? That's what I'm saying. Why are we getting rid of Sentry so quickly? Why? What makes you think that?
Just
Doom.
because it's the most effective way of showing how strong Doom is.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, you could say that, and you could also go with the fact that it's hard having a character that's that overpowered, right?
Mhm.
But he's easy to fridge. But he's easy to fridge.
yeah.
You just put him away
You
and
guys
have
do
him
know
show
that
up for a little bit, and then he can't handle it, and then you put him away again.
But listen.
in Secret Wars in the comics, you know that Doom ripped out Thanos' spine and killed him.
That's such a great panel, by the way.
Right, but
So-
if
so,
you're,
I mean,
if you're worried about him being too powerful, you've got to worry about Franklin.
Franklin Richards?
Yeah.
He's a baby.
He's a
He's still
He's a-
probably top 5.
He definitely is, but they don't have to age him until later. He can stay a baby for a while.
That's what I'm saying. You can have these almightily powerful characters as long as there's a way to make them not able to access their powers. They've already set it up for Bob, where he's sitting in his little lounge chair, reading his book.
Yeah, that's what I said.
He's got his readers on. He's like, "Oh no, I can't help."
hmm
I heard-
I'd love it
Franklin's
if
a
Bob-
baby, doesn't know how to use his powers yet. Miss Marvel is out in the universe somewhere.
She should die.
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
And
Oh,
Vision
is that
doesn't
your
know
way
who
of
he
getting back
is.
at Bill?
No, but seriously, all of the the highest powerful characters in the MCU all have a reason that they can't access their power. Vision is on his Vision quest.
Vision's doing his self-discovery.
He's got his TV show coming out.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I never heard
You know what
of
the best
this.
part about this? Alex doesn't realize I muted him.
Got him. That's a real knee slapper right there.
You keep talking, Alex. Nobody can hear you. Blah, blah, blah. That little red button in the bottom, still there.
That's a savior for anybody who's doing a drinking game
he's
every
still
time he
talking.
talks about
He's still
Fassbender.
talking.
All I have to say, Bill, is they should kill Captain Marvel and definitely Captain Marvel.
Mute him again. Mute him again. Shut him up.
One more time, Captain Marvel.
Get him out of here.
Okay. Oh no, I'm gonna sting somebody with my little wasp thing. All right. So how does this movie rate relative to the post Endgame? Because everybody keeps complaining about everything post Endgame. So where are we at?
top 3 post Endgame.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say
Movies
top 5
or
post Endgame.
movies or all things? Because I got 2 TV shows that are better than it.
Well, you can say what they are and then just do movies. What are the 2 better?
Yeah. Agatha
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
and man,
Just
do I just say Wanda or do I say
It's WandaVision
Say
or Loki.
one-
Those
don't
are your
say
choices.
Loki.
Say Wanda.
Loki season 2? I'm going to go Loki season 2.
No, say
Yeah.
Wanda. Say Wanda.
Wanda was great.
Wanda's not
Agatha
good the
was
second
better.
time around, though.
Agatha was better.
Yeah, I could watch Agatha a second time through. Wanda was tough to watch second time through.
Wanda's is like a M. Night Shyamalan movie. Once you know the
Yeah.
answer,
Yeah,
it's not as good.
Mhm.
True. Very true.
You guys are forgetting one more show that came on since then that's better.
Okay, I'm
What?
ready.
Yeah.
He's gonna say Secret Invasion.
Hasn't
No,
come
he's
out yet.
not.
There hasn't come out there. Studley. You just go back to killing the wrong people. X-Men 97.
I don't count that as MCU, to be honest.
I did not watch X-Men 97 through, so I can't
That is
I
a
comment.
did.
Yeah, but
fail,
is that
fault in your life.
wait?
I
Is that
did. Is it
is
MCU?
that
I don't
like
think it
actual-
is.
It is excellent, guys. It is excellent. The only thing
Say
missing
that again?
from 97 is Michael Fassbender. It's really good.
If you go to the Disney app and you go to the Marvel Square and right there, X-Men 97.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get into it.
So then you're gonna include Deadpool in that top 5, right?
Deadpool movie? No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Top 3 post Endgame. Spider-Man, No Way Home,
Yeah, no way home.
Yes.
Deadpool and Wolverine, and
Yes.
Yep.
Thunderbolts.
And this one, yep, I agree.
Understandable. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say
Bill's
top five.
like Bill's like.
He's fuming.
I'm
I
going
would-
to top 5. The movies that Alex just said and my 2 TV shows, it's in the mix. Top 5.
Yeah.
I'm good
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
I would put this under Deadpool, but that's okay.
That's fine. I'm not saying it's the 5th. I'm saying it's in the mix with those 5.
It's your opinion, which is wrong, but it's your opinion.
And the special
Bill wants to switch
special
Deadpool
shout outs
with Captain Marvel.
special yeah, really. I did. No, that Marvelous movie wasn't that good though. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't that good.
I thought you said your favorite was Guardians 3.
No, hate Guardians 3.
No, it was mine. No.
It's your opinion,
So
which is wrong.
we need to have a moment of silence and a special shout out for 3 DC properties that have come out recently. The Penguin.
Oh,
Didn't see it. Dad, you're muted,
That
but he said he
actually
was
was really
So
good.
good.
That's great.
So good.
Love the
that was
Penguin.
really good.
Yeah.
I
Love
completely
Penguin.
forgot it
Really
came out.
And Benny's going to disagree, so I'm going to mute him right now. My Adventures of Superman, but Superman and Lois season 4, very good. Anyway,
No, I
Did
haven't
not
seen it.
care.
I can't disagree with you on that one, but
I'm surprised you're not chiming in for Invincible, buddy.
Invincible's not DC.
Invincible is in
Yeah, it's not
But it's-
DC.
Yeah.
We're in the
Invincible
Woot
is
episode.
great.
We're in the Woot universe.
I've caught up with Invincible since the last podcast.
The Woot
and
No,
yeah.
verse?
because if
So
I
good,
mention
dude, isn't it?
Invincible,
Mhm.
then I also got to mention the boys.
The Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boys.
Mhm.
And then you
I
got
got to catch up on the boys.
what's the college? I forgot the college.
V.
Gen
Oh.
5, Gen V.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gen
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 V.
V.
What's the college though? I'm blanking on the college. Godolkin. Anyway, all right, moving on. Let's go positive. Let's go future. Let's go what's coming. Next one. Fantastic Four.
4.
All right.
Set me up.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
100% in there. One of the
Yeah.
better trailers I've seen.
Mhm.
The Superman
before
one?
we get
Yeah.
there, can we for a moment everybody say how you enjoyed the chairs?
Okay.
Did you think the chairs was a good, bad, or indifferent marketing piece?
I'm gonna start this because here's the thing:
I got
the
it.
shares marketing thing for me, it depended on. It was solely based off who I was doing it with because it started in the middle of my film production class. Which, sorry, Mom, if you're listening, but it was all I could think about for like the second half of my school day. It was all the talk in the film class Discord server. You know, we were like keeping track. One of my homies was secretly watching it during math class because we had to check every 12 minutes. So we could take 12 minutes to work on our work, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, it's Michael Fassbender.
All you had to do is wait because Josh, I'm sitting at work. Josh tells me to log in every 12 minutes. We're texting each other. I thought that was a great piece of marketing. I thought it was a great way to do it. I was into it. It didn't cost him what? What did it cost him?
Like
nothing.
Maybe like $144 for each share.
Have you seen a Hollywood chair price?
Yeah, it's like $44.
No.
Oh, they're expensive. But what I'm saying is, the marketing leading up to Fantastic Four will be studied. We're talking about re-releasing the promo trailer every Sunday at 6:00
Every time.
and then a half hour late on the one that says you're late.
Never late. Never late.
One of the coolest things about that marketing was like the stuff that you sort of didn't expect, like all the old X-Men characters that are going to be in it. They're probably going to get killed immediately. I got it. But also they Namor's coming back, and I know everybody else hates Namor, but I like Namor. And especially if the Fantastic Four are going to be here, it's going to be really cool. So I like those things, that it's like some characters you expect the old Avengers to come back, but the old X-Men and Namor, that's cool.
Hang on, I found the text conversation I had with my father on the day it came out. So I send the link. I say, hey, can you keep an eye on this? It doesn't make any background noise. Just keep it in tab on your computer. Dad responds, there's a hum, but I don't hear anything else. Why am I watching it? You know I have a job, right? I say, just shut up and check it whenever you can. It might be Doomsday. He goes, so the camera keeps moving, shows a new chair with every actor's name. New rock star saying it's the cast of Doomsday. I say, that's what I'm saying. I've been keeping this track as much as I can.
And then every 12 minutes, we talk about what the character was.
Yeah.
And then we were rating it.
My summer child, do you really think your mother's going to listen to our podcast?
No.
No.
No, but I'm glad she ain't.
Her commute is 3 hours every day, one way. And she ain't listening to this podcast.
No.
She ain't listening to podcasts, period.
Nope. Exactly. All right. So, tied for top 2, and you have to tell me which one you want better. Next one coming up in July, Superman.
Which one you want better?
Which one do I want better, or which one do I think better?
Dude, come on. We got a great month coming up. I mean, we're all gonna watch both movies. So
I know.
Oh yeah.
I may. So my first episode of Nerd History, which is right now my only episode of Nerd History. Don't want to talk about it. I'm lazy. But essentially, the big story was essentially the 3 movies that are coming out in, I think, June of 2025, being Fantastic Four, Superman, and Jurassic World. Was it Resurrection?
July.
Yeah, sorry, it's July. But essentially, I talked about each one. Yeah, Rebirth. That's it. I talked about each one, what's great, what's bad, and I ultimately just made a prediction on which one was going to flop.
Jeff, he does more plugs. Jeff, he does more plugs than you do.
Which one's going to flop, dude?
Hmm?
Which one is going to flop?
Jurassic World.
Oh yeah, come on. Of course.
Hey, don't say it like that, man. That they all make a ton of money, even if they're shitty.
They do make a ton of money.
It will make money. Do I say it's not going to make any money in the box office? No. It's just compared to Fantastic Four and Superman, where these are like characters everybody knows, everyone grows up with. Jurassic World Rebirth is going to be like a whole new cast.
Yeah, but did you hear this is the closest thing to a Blade movie we're going to get?
The highest grossing Superman movie of all time is Batman vs. Superman. Keep that in mind.
But let me ask you something, though.
They all suck.
Who made the decision to release that Jurassic Park in that month?
Why
I mean, that
talking like that movie's not
on God.
Money.
No, but they could have released it in June. They could have released it in August.
September.
September.
Yeah, that was not the right month.
Dinosaur Deuce on Superman.
Okay.
Look, I am super excited for this Superman movie.
Me too.
I mean, the Wahaha period of the Justice League was one of my favorites. the fact that James Gunn decided to go there, it's it's crazy. You know, I mean, dude, Green Lantern with the bowl haircut.
Guy Gardner
Oh,
Green
jeez.
Lantern is the face I never thought out of any Green Lantern to appear in live action movies since Ryan Reynolds. I did not expect Guy Gardner. Hal Jordan, sure. Kyle Gordon, heck yeah. Guy Gardner. And then
You know what?
I-
Let me say, Nathan Fillion can pull it off.
Oh
He
yeah,
can.
definitely.
I'm so glad to see him
Yeah.
again. He's like one of my
Guys, the
favorites.
Superman
Yeah.
movie looks super nerdy.
And then
He's
for
90.
us, but what about
Combine-
the normies?
combined with a James Gunn doing what he does best and including characters that nobody would even know about if it wasn't for this movie, like
Guys,
Mr. Terrific and Metamorpho.
the
Yeah.
normies-
You
the
forgot
normies
Lobo
might
Momoa.
not be into
Huh?
it.
You forgot Lobo Momoa.
What are you saying, Alex?
The normies might not be into it as much as us because
Look.
it's super
I see
comedy.
what you're saying, but let me just remind you, this is the same director that put a freaking polka dot villain
And we cried over him.
We loved it.
and he was cool.
I love Polka Dot Man.
Polka Dot
I agree.
Man.
I agree.
James Gunn made us cry over Polka Dot Man.
I agree.
Oh,
guys.
God,
all
All
yeah.
I'm saying is the normies may not be into Superman as much as us.
Okay.
I don't know,
So
man.
not talking money. Which one's better? Fantastic Four, Superman.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic
That's
Four.
a, that's
If they can
that's,
pull off
that's a
Fantastic
hard
Four,
one. That's
they-
that's a hard one, I think. Yeah.
they've never been able to pull off Fantastic Four.
Yeah, so
properly.
that
They
is
never
that
tried,
is-
though.
Correct.
And
That's
they
the thing.
haven't been able to pull off Superman properly, so really.
If they can actually pull this off with Fantastic Four, it'll be I mean, come on. After that last abortion we had of a movie,
Fan Forstic.
yeah.
It's fantastic. Say that again?
Fan Forstic. Go look at the logo. Fan Forstic.
That's the best cinema line ever created. Gotta say, it's fantastic. Say that again?
How to make a
I
Michael B.
think-
Jordan movie. So, anyway,
Look, I think we have a chance that they're both going to be good.
I think
Yeah.
Which
so.
one is going to make more money? Which one is going to be better? That's really impossible to say. More money, it's possible that the Fantastic Four will make more money and be a much terribler film. I'm not going to say bad. I'm going to say that the motion of the marketing and the hype of the MCU is going to sell a ton of seats, even if it isn't good.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: if both of these movies are good, if they are both good, and if they're both great, we could get over the superhero fatigue.
We could. That's the big thing.
There's no
There's no
superhero.
such thing as superhero fatigue.
There is.
There's lazy writing
No, there's
Yeah.
that the
there's
MCU and some
bad
mismanagement.
lazy writing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
100%.
Up to
let's
reality.
just pump the
Yeah.
universe with crappy shows and
Yep.
just roll them out like an assembly line, and that's what happened, and everybody
Yep.
got burned out, and they
Yep.
tried to make money off of it into Disney, and
Bob JPEG.
hot mess.
Bob JPEG.
Bob Paycheck. Yep. Paycheck. Bill.
Paycheck.
That's what that's
I'm
name.
sorry.
Paycheck.
Anyway.
Yep.
All right. Next one, because when you go Fantastic Four and you go Superman, the next one that you think of in order is in August. We'll have the Toxic Avenger.
Who?
I have
Who?
a feeling it's going to go the way of Morbius.
So
Ooh,
here's
she's
my
calling
problem.
Morbius.
Vicky on
There's
that.
no way in
I'm
the
with
current environment, there's no way that they could make a proper remake
Nope.
of the Toxic Avenger.
Well,
So
the other
I'm
thing
with
too
Vicky.
is
Gonna suck.
that it coming from a person who's not is probably the least into the back histories. It's not going to make a draw. There's not
Yeah.
enough familiarity in for the common individual to go, hey, I'm going to go see the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, but
So I don't know if that's really going to pop off as well.
so New Avengers has the Z and Toxic Avenger has the suck. Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
they
All right.
they are trying to bank on the names that they got there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next thing they're gonna go out with Uma Thurman as Mrs. Peel. Oh, they did that already. Okay. So not a lot of confirmed movies. So when you guys say where is it's coming, don't worry. Give me a little slack here. Avengers Doomsday, May 2026.
Yay! Very great. Sign me up.
You know, we
This could go either way.
Ten out
Yeah.
of 10.
So which one you think will come out first?
What,
Doomsday or GTA 6?
Doomsday.
I think
Doomsday.
GTA 6 will, because they just said that it's going to be delayed until March. So
Which video game
gonna
hasn't been delayed till March? They just didn't say which March.
they said March 2026 actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Next one up.
I think everybody's going to be really excited to see Robert Downey Jr. again.
Yep.
We know you will.
I think you're right.
Honestly, for me, I mean, favorite villain of all time is Doctor Doom. So
If he's done right.
he's done right. Which
Well, the thing is, it's not just Robert Downey Jr., right?
Nope.
You got all those other people that are coming back in some form or another, right?
Mhm.
All right. Next up, because when you get a Marvel movie, the next month you have another DC movie. It's Supergirl.
Yeah.
This a new actress, right?
It's the girl from Game of Thrones.
Okay, it's not. We're not. They're
Let me
not
go
using the
see
girl
who
from the
this
TV show,
is.
right?
No.
No, they're not.
Okay, good. I don't know. I mean,
Millie Alcott or something.
Yeah, from the
House of
sequel
Dragon.
to Game of Thrones.
House of Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was the young blonde one.
the
not
young one, right? Yeah.
Yeah. She's Australian.
Oh yeah,
What
Millie
do you think?
Alcock.
Millie
Has there
Alcott.
been any version of Supergirl that was done right? And
No.
don't say
No.
Helen Slater.
No.
Bill.
maybe
No.
Flashpoint.
The DC
Maybe.
animated universe when they
Actually,
were going
yeah,
against
you-
Darkseid.
No, he's right though.
Lego
Oh,
Marvel
I
superheroes.
did like the one from Flashpoint actually,
That one
but
was
yeah,
That one was good.
Okay.
yeah.
Listen, the only truly
shit.
successful female entry into any of the universes was Wonder Woman, the first one.
They made up
Well,
for
here's
it
the
in
question.
second
Here's
one.
the question, because this is now James Gunn's world.
Right.
Yeah.
Has James Gunn been able to bring forth a
Good movie? No.
woman-led superhero film?
A good movie? No.
I guess you can count. Well, Creature Commandos was a show, and even then, that's stretching line considering the Bride was essentially their leader. So
Was that good? Because I didn't watch it.
Creature
I
Commandos.
saw a
was
couple
great.
episodes. I liked it,
It's great.
but it's just fun little schlock. It's not.
Gotcha.
It's fun little nobodies doing funny stuff. GI Robot.
All right. Next up, Spider-Man 4 TBD as far as the name.
Spider-Man.
Any-
Any,
know
any
nothing,
it's a brand new
Spider-Man
day.
that comes out is going to be awesome.
Spider-Man 4's title is A Brand New Day.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
They
Right.
haven't
Yeah.
they haven't gone wrong with any of their formula.
Mhm.
It'll be
They've
great.
gone wrong with every other thing in the Spider-Man universe, but that's beside the
Oh.
point.
That makes this
Clayface,
one up.
September 26th.
What in the heck is
So-
Clayface?
so
Never
is
heard
that
of
a-
it.
is that a
Right.
series
You've never heard
or
of
a movie?
Clayface?
Is
Yes.
it a series or a movie?
I from where the reference that I looked up, it was listed as a movie.
Is this set
Okay,
in
'cause
the
it-
RPAT
it-
universe?
Is it the Clayface from the Harley Quinn show? Because that would be awesome.
That would be great.
That would be
Is
awesome.
it the Clayface from Creature Commandos?
I
So-
have not seen it in
so-
September from a year from now.
Is it
So
set
which
in
Batman
the?
is it?
Yeah,
Right,
which
exactly.
Batman is
Which
it?
universe?
Well,
is it?
there's rumors that Pattinson's dropping out.
Really, Pattinson's
Oh.
jumping- That's crazy. I can't. Dad, you've never heard of Clayface?
I mean, I've heard of Clayface. I had no idea it was a movie coming out. I'm
I
googling.
never heard of Clayface until I had to go look it up.
All right. Next one coming out, Avengers Secret Wars, May 2027. Not that we're waiting.
Yay!
Do you guys think that's going to be the big reboot of the MCU or no?
I think it's going to be
I feel like they're gonna
consolidation.
find. I feel like they're gonna find some way to make it flop.
No.
That may be me being pessimistic, but I feel like they're just gonna find something. Just a.
I think we end the multiverse.
Yeah, we need to.
All right, Batman
Well,
2.
and the
Sorry.
thing, Bill, I'm wondering too. I mean, this isn't Beyonder Secret War. This
No,
is
this is the new.
this is like this
no
is like this.
Beyonder.
You're right. This is the
Don't
Secret
lose your
Wars.
suit and
This is
afros.
right.
is
This is the
God
Doctor
King
Doom
Doom.
Secret Wars that they did later on. Right? Yeah, exactly.
You-
Yeah.
God King Doom.
You never know. They could last second post credit scene of Doomsday. Hey fellas, it's me, Beyonder.
But Barry Gibb's too old to play the part. Batman 2 is rumored for October 2027. They're arguing whether it's going to be in the current James Gunn universe or if it's even going to be the same people.
Then it shouldn't be
All right,
called
Bill.
Batman 2.
I thought Pattinson was already connected to it.
I thought
He
they were
is
going to do Brave
direct.
and the Bold for James Gunn, and then
We got that coming. We got that coming.
okay.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
I thought, Jeff, that the Pattinson wasn't connected to it.
Yeah, I don't think Pattinson's connected to it.
Right.
Because
They're
'Cause
arguing
I-
for it to be.
Yeah.
a little small spoilers for Creature Commandos, but during a Dr. Phosphorus origin scene, it ends with Batman on top of the roof of a club. So they're trying to set up a James Gunn Batman in some sort of way. And I think if it's our Robert Pattinson Batman, Dr. Phosphorus is just kind of sticking out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Because we're going from like Riddler, Hush, all these like realistic sort of villains to Burning Skeleton Man.
So I'm reading 8 days ago on Reddit. That's where you get all your good information, right?
Mhm.
So
Dang right.
they are definitely saying that this is Elseworlds, right? That's what they're calling the Joker and the Batman, right?
I've heard arguments to
No.
both.
So
I don't
guys, I'm reading here that he actually cast this guy named Brandon Sklenar as his Batman.
We shall see. That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
it's TBD right now.
I heard there was a big war between Gunn and Matt Reeves
Yep.
because Gunn wanted to exert his muscles, and
And who's going to win?
I would say if Superman does well, Gunn.
Yeah, Gunn. I
Yeah.
mean, he's.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
it's a shame because I thought the Elseworld stuff was really good. I mean,
It could be.
not Folly Do. That was not good.
I want to go see Batman. Which one was it? The Gotham Lights? What was that? The old one.
Oh, Gotham by Gaslight.
Gotham by
Yeah.
Gaslight. Yeah, that would
Oh,
be.
I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hunts down Jack the Ripper. It's in like Victorian England. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to
Go ahead.
see the Batman Yakuza show that's like on HBO Max. There's like
I don't think I've seen it. Oh, I did
there's
see
like
that. I saw that.
Yeah,
some
I
sort of
saw
like
it too.
Batman's
It's pretty
Justice
cool.
League Samurai thing. I want to see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Probably of the farther out movies, non-Avengers, one I'm looking forward to the most that I believe the date in the least. Well, no, Blade's on the list, so we'll get to that.
We're gonna skip that real quick.
Spider-Verse 3 in June 2027, and probably later.
Shafreak Moore coming
God,
back
why
at it.
is... Yeah, that's taking really long, huh?
I will be in college when that movie releases.
You may graduate.
Wow.
before that movie
No,
releases.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna graduate. I graduate in like 2029 if all things go right.
It could be.
But seriously, the Batman Part 2 is like due in 2027. That's like 6 years.
hmm
Yep.
That's crazy.
And who knows? Spider-Verse could be delayed more. Shafreak
Yeah.
Moore
Yeah,
back at it again.
And the problem with that is that
Nobody
nobody's
remembers
going
them.
to care. Exactly at that point. And, it's sad because we're talking about the first one was like all of our favorite movie that year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Came out. Yeah.
hmm
Definitely the best, if not the favorite.
Yeah.
All right, June 2028. Last of the ones that have a date that I was able to find. The dynamic duo that is Batman and Nightwing.
Cool.
I thought it was
That-
Robin's origin story.
Yeah, Nightwing's origin, right?
So
Robin.
again, the
No, but
problem
I
is,
thought it was
are we
Brave
talking
Bold
about
with J.P.
Pattinson
White.
Batman or James Gunn Batman? Right?
Do we even know if it's live action? It could be animated.
It
at
is
this point,
live.
right?
These are
Okay,
live.
live action. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about it. I haven't read that far up.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Now
gonna be
see
J.P.
your
White.
next one that I'm excited about.
The
The
Authority?
The Authority.
I'm a fan of the Authority.
What is
and
The Authority?
It was kind of like an attempt by DC and Jim Lee to make like an adult version of, or more adult oriented version of the Justice League. Yeah, you don't like it.
Watch Michael
Dang.
Fassbender be in there, see if he makes that
Wait a
sound.
second. That changes everything. Hold on.
Now, what do you mean a more adult?
It was like no holds barred. Sex, killing, blood,
Boys.
all that stuff.
It
Yeah.
was Watchmen Light, JLA
Okay.
Dark. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right.
I'm a huge Watchmen fan, by the way.
And by
Great.
the way,
Yeah.
by the way, Superman character and Batman, Batman and Superman analogs were gay lovers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Mr.
no, Vicky, it sucks.
Mr. Wakeman.
No, it did not. It did not suck.
Mr. Wakeman, did you watch?
The sad thing is, it was written by one of Alex's favorite writers,
Who?
Warren Ellis.
Oh, good Lord, dude. Come on.
Warren
It's
Ellis.
your club. Grant Morrison and Alan, whatever.
Mr. Wakeman, did you watch the Watchmen TV show?
The HBO one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Lube
good.
Man. Lube. Justice for Lube Man. All right.
Yep, I'm with you.
Booba man.
See, Alex and I disagree on the fact that I think that show could have had a second season.
No,
It easily could.
Yeah,
Absolutely, it could.
yeah.
it was perfect. It was perfect
Nah,
the way it was.
I don't
It was
think
perfect.
so. I think
Michael
a second
Fassbender coming
season
to
would've-
the season 2 of the
I want season 2. I want it now.
He can be bought. It's a cheap. GarageHeroesInTraining at gmail.com. Michael Fassbender, please write in. All right. Black Panther 3 with Denzel Washington. Date TBD.
Is he the new Black Panther?
Is
What?
he the
He is
kid
not.
T'Chaka?
What?
Is he
He
kid
is not.
T'Challa?
He's there, and the rumor is that the younger T'Challa's son is going to take over as Black Panther.
Oh, there you go.
How far in the future is that going to be?
Man,
29 is what I'm seeing.
you
But
would
that's
really have to have a
TBD.
good story for that to be successful. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Not the biggest confidence. All right. Brave and the Bold, TBA.
What is that?
That-
Batman and
that-
Superman?
Batman
Sure.
and Damian Wayne.
It is.
Oh,
That's
that's
awesome.
cool. Is
Yeah,
that
but
the
again,
animated
it's-
one by the?
Yeah. That's the thing. Is it live action and is it
Live action.
Pattinson or
All live action.
All live action.
yeah?
all-
Because the thing is, at this point, we don't know whether it's the gun Batman or
The
Pattinson
Gunniverse or
Batman.
the
yeah.
Reeves.
I always heard that was going to be Gunniverse.
I believe it is, but that whether it's Pattinson or not is still what they're arguing about. So
So then in that case, I do think that all of those movies, the whole Gunniverse is gonna hinge on how successful Superman is.
I don't think it's going to be successful just because there's so much baggage with
The
DC.
Gunniverse or the Superman?
Gunniverse.
Superman. I think they've got to dig their way out of a
Did-
hole.
Did they cancel the Batman Beyond animated project that they were talking about for like tax write-offs?
I did not hear that.
The Spider-Verse team was like working on like a Batman Beyond
Right.
title.
Well, they've got time. They've got 40 years to get Spider-Verse 3 on. Shang-Chi 2 has yet to be dated as one of the open slots in the Marvel, but it's probably one of them.
I recently rewatched Shang-Chi. Middle of the night, I was doing some work, sitting on my laptop. I did not appreciate how decent that movie was.
It's not bad.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Much
I don't
much
disagree
better than
with
I
you.
originally gave it.
Jeff, I think it's a good, decent movie. I think, unfortunately, with the current mood and with everything, I'm not sure that anybody would care about a sequel right now for it, unless the rest of the Marvel movies do great. Then maybe that could drum up some hype for a second Shang-Chi movie. But right now, I'm not sure. But I agree with you. I mean, I like the movie. I like the performances. I like the characters.
I thought the best part of Shang-Chi was Trevor Slattery.
The best part of Shang-Chi was there was no Iron Fist.
That's crazy.
No, I honestly think whatever we were talking about before, the superhero,
Fatigue.
fatigue. I think Shang-Chi was in that little trough
It was.
where
It
we
was.
weren't going to give anything a real good, honest
Yep.
evaluation
Yep.
because we had been so crushed with crap.
Yeah.
Like we had such high highs and such low lows that we couldn't have a middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a very beautiful movie.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's even on the slate anymore. Hasn't gotten talked about it, but you named it, so we're gonna say Blade.
I actually heard that
Oh,
Marshala.
Yikes.
I heard that Marshala dropped out.
Dude, Marshall
Dropped out,
can't
he
do it
aged
anymore.
out.
He's 70 years old.
He's
Only ever
he's
gonna
not
be
that
one
old,
blade.
dude. Come on. I know
serious.
you're exaggerating, but he's not even that old. I mean,
What?
dude, black don't crack. Okay, so
I
yeah.
don't care what you say, dude. Marshall voted for friggin' Eisenhower. Like he
They were
is
roommates
not for the superhero
in
movie.
college.
Oh boy.
Only ever gonna be one blade.
All right,
Jesus owes him $10.
Bro, it's a signed copy of the Bible.
Yes,
For-
he does.
for the 4 listeners at
All right,
home
he's
that are listening to this,
51. Come on, dude. That's not that bad.
says a guy who's 51.
That's right.
So, for the listeners at home who say that I missed stuff, yes, I know. There's more. Vision TV series. Anybody besides me care?
Sign me
What's
up.
it about? What's it about?
The Vision.
Oh. Sure.
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
The Vision is the third part of the trilogy.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Notable missing from the list. X-Men.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
No, they're
Something.
doing something.
Whether that be an original universe or just redoing the
Merger.
Fox universe.
But here's the problem.
Fox guys aged out.
They should have gotten momentum going with Brave New World, the
Should.
whole adamantium BS, and that momentum didn't happen.
That whole movie barely happened.
Yeah, exactly.
If they bring back Michael Fassbender as Magneto,
during the Marvel share scene, I kept seeing the live chat spam Fassbender, and I'm like, how many accounts does Alex have?
Exactly. All right, and the highlight of the episode so far, Highlander with Henry Cavill.
Didn't know it was coming out.
I didn't know it was coming out either.
Yeah.
I think that's great casting. I
Wait,
think
is he playing the villain?
No, he's playing Connor McLeod of the Climate Clouds.
Dude, he's playing McLeod. Wait, what kind of question is that, dude? Come
Yeah,
on.
seriously.
Hey, come on, dude. The villain
For real.
Highlander
Dude,
was
no.
great.
From where?
In Highlander, the villain was great.
Clancy Brown?
Yeah,
Mr. Krabs?
The Kurgan.
He
The
chopped off
Kurgan,
the
everybody.
head.
He was great, but yeah, there's some good potential for casting there. Who knows? But
Josh, if you have this as a hole
I'll have to get
in
him.
your repertoire, you need to fill this hole.
No, he doesn't. He's not seen it.
Okay.
I'll have to show him.
I ain't got it.
You need to,
I'll have to
get
show
on
him.
that.
Yeah,
Jeff?
you should watch it. It's good, dude. It's good.
All right.
hey, I think one.
Wait a
and
minute.
two- One
Let's
and two.
get super excited. There were high points and there were low points in the Highlander world.
Honestly, I think 1 and 2.
Everything
2 is super cheesy, but it's still worth the watch.
It sucks balls.
It's still
It does.
worth the watch. It's still worth the watch.
Is that the one
That's
with Mario
the one that
Van
has the
Peebles?
Queen
Is that the
song.
one with
That's
Mario
the
Van
one
Oh,
Peebles?
that
that's
has
the
Queen
third
song.
one. That's the third one.
No, it's the second one that has the Queen
Is it?
song, dude. Yeah, it's the
They
second
all
one.
have Queen songs in them. Queen did the music.
But
They owe me money for the life that they sucked out of my body.
Damn.
Look. Here's what's on Josh's list. He needs to read The Watchmen and then watch the movie.
Okay.
Okay.
In that order, though. Can't do it
In that order. Absolutely in that order.
Oh, yeah.
Then maybe we can get to Highlander.
All right, that's fine. I'm good with that. Did I miss anything that anybody else is looking forward to? I think I got as much as I could.
I'm sorry. I thought we were going to talk about like the best movies of the summer and the worst movies of the summer.
Well,
I
I
didn't know
have
we were
those.
only doing comic book.
I have
I
those.
really,
Yeah.
I came here ready to bash some of the other things
All right,
and
let's
talk about
bash.
some of the other things.
I mean, far be it from us not to bash things. Go ahead.
Please.
Jeff, where do you have the floor?
How horrible is the Formula One movie going to be?
Oh God. Yeah.
I think it's going to be good.
Like,
You
I
think
was
so?
really looking
Oh
forward
my
to
god,
it.
I can't believe I have to say this. I agree with Bill.
Yeah, no, but sorry, I don't take your opinion doesn't count, Alex, because right after Fassbender, Brad Pitt's like waiting in line for you. So
No,
No. I'm saying
Music Brad Pitt with Tom Hardy.
it could be good. It could be horrible. It can't be great, right?
Yeah,
I think it's
don't
gonna be
think-
good.
I'm with you. I
could
don't
be.
think so, but
Guys, Days of Thunder was pretty awesome.
Days of Thunder was a great movie.
Robin's racing.
Joseph Kosinski directed Top Gun Maverick. That was awesome. Brad Pitt is awesome. I know Benny hates him, but he's awesome.
I don't hate Brad Pitt.
You just
No,
told me
I
he
just
sucked.
yeah.
You called me and told me he sucked.
Huh?
You called me and told me he sucked.
I did not call you and tell you he sucks. Never happened.
Yeah.
Fight
Rose
Club
said
is
you
one
were
of my
there too.
Fight Club's one of my favorite movies. 7 also. So yeah, no. Screw you.
Oh, see, but seriously, you're talking about some of my favorite movies of all time. Seven and Fight Club
Yeah.
literally are up there with
Yep.
Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
Yeah, they're some of the greatest movies ever made.
Jeff, Benny's favorite movie with Brad Pitt is The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Let's not get excited.
Meet Joe Black. Anyway,
Yeah, probably.
No. 12 Monkeys. I mean,
Well,
he
12
was
Monkeys is great.
he was a supporting role, but
Yeah.
he was still amazing.
World
Yeah.
War Z.
Jeffrey Goins. He was didn't wash his hands.
All right. What
My
else?
cousin. Here, a little trivia. My cousin is one of the future doctors in 12 Monkeys. Shot right here in Philadelphia. He's a stage actor.
Oh, shit.
Cool.
That's
That's
cool.
He's the one that has the gravelly voice, and he's like Kinshasa, and he says all the cities.
Nice.
Where did this podcast go?
Oh no.
It was
All right.
derailed when you invited us.
Yeah, really.
All right. What else is coming this summer? What else?
So my favorite trailer,
Yes.
because it was
Fantastic
kind of a
Four. Yes.
surprise.
Your
at
second
the
favorite
movie
trailer is
yesterday. It was because I was surprised. I didn't expect it, but the new Predator movie by the
Right.
the guys who-
Oh yeah,
Look
the new
at-
Predator one.
Prey
Yeah.
2.
Wait,
Yeah.
we get to
Yeah,
know
that
where
looked pretty
Predator
cool.
comes from.
We already know where Predator comes
I
from.
thought
but,
they,
you know,
they
that's
showed
okay.
that in Predator 7.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't watch any of those movies.
It's hard to
I
keep
wanna
up
see
with the
this.
Predator.
They're
I saw a
gory.
trailer for
I
a
don't watch
movie called
gory movies.
Buttons, and that looks pretty
but-
good.
You know, this trailer made it seem kind of like you remember kind of how Riddick like completely changed like the formula.
Yep.
This kind of seemed that way.
Is it me, or did it look like the Running Man with uglier people?
That's crazy.
Wow. Okay, so
Well, I don't know about
Bill,
the
is it-
uglier people in yeah, because what's her face? She's
No,
actually not
I'm
ugly.
talking about the Predators.
That's
Bill,
wild.
Yeah.
Bill, isn't there a remake of Running Man coming out?
There is with
Yes, there
what's
is.
his name?
I just had it up. Where was
Mr.
that?
Charisma, Alex from Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell.
Yes.
Did you see the Glenn
Yeah.
Powell movie where he was a hitman?
I loved it.
It was
Loved it, man.
was
It was
great.
great.
Was it?
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah. He
The
I
co-star
wasn't
is
like
in
completely
Andor.
sold on him in Top Gun because he was so cocky and stuff. But yeah, once I saw that movie, where he was a hitman, yeah, I really came around on him.
He was good in Anybody But You too.
Yeah, he was.
hmm Not on my list of all-time favorites, but yeah, it's good.
All right, Bill, I'm going to hijack the podcast for a moment.
Shocking.
You beat me to the punch, father.
Let's go around the table.
I can't. It's
Let's-
against the wall.
Let's make a non-superhero recommendation
Oh.
that is
Future?
either available now or will be available soon. This could be on TV or in the movies.
What are you
Okay.
defining soon? Are we
Okay.
going like
Like
next
summer,
year?
summer. No, summer.
Summer.
Like either something I could watch this weekend
Like best thing
or
to
something
watch?
that's going to be no. A recommendation that maybe people haven't seen.
Jeff,
Like
Sinners. Watch it.
Sinners. I've
Watch
heard.
it. Watch it. Very good, dude.
Yeah,
It's
I
on
would
my
say
list.
if you haven't watched it, there's a reason Honora won all those Oscars. It's a great movie.
All right, it's going on the list.
Yeah, and stay away, like with a 10-foot pole, stay away from Death of a Unicorn. Horrible movie.
Oh,
Oh, that wasn't even on the list. What are you
Horrible
crazy?
movie. The only
Oh,
reason I
no.
watched it is because it was an A24 movie. Yeah, big mistake.
That's
big mistake.
crazy.
Nobody's perfect, Danny. All right. Future, I would say you need to go see Fantastic Four.
No, non-superhero.
Yeah.
Follow the instructions.
Come
Have
on,
you
man.
seen Companion?
I was going to say Companion.
That movie's awesome, dude.
Loved Companion.
Oh, Companion is so
That movie's
good.
awesome.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah.
All right. I got it.
So we have the Regal Pass.
got one.
Just one thing.
Josh
one
was
recommendation.
busy,
By
and
the
I
way-
said, "Let's go to the movies." I picked Companion. I walked out, and I said,
So good.
"How,
And
how
one
is that
thing-
not selling everything?"
If any
So
of the
good,
listeners, if any of the
What
listeners
was
decide to
Companion
watch
again?
it, don't
No, I
watch
can't
a
tell you
trailer.
about it.
Don't watch
Oh.
a trailer.
I can't even tell you because if
Yeah.
I tell you the single plot
Yeah.
point, it ruins it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
ruins
You
it.
can't legally state
oh, I
it.
heard about this movie.
Ro is
Yeah.
under an NDA.
This
You
one
have to
kind of
go
sends
in.
you sideways.
You have to go in without knowing anything
Mhm.
about the movie, and you're gonna.
Like, don't
No,
even watch the
thank us.
trailer.
Really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's great. I was going to say Last of Us. Last of Us is killing it right now.
Hell yes, it is. Yes, it
Mhm.
is.
If you're not watching Last of Us,
Yeah.
turn off the podcast. No, I'm sorry. Right after the podcast, go
Yeah.
watch Last of Us.
Yeah, like they're gonna wait with bated breath for Miss Vicky's podcast selection.
Hmm.
What do you got, Miss Vicky?
I don't have anything because I haven't really been paying attention to them.
All she watches 24/7 is British TV show reruns.
What's wrong with that?
I'm telling you, there's nothing going on right now. So I'm hopping the pond. Although Andor's on right now, we're going through Andor, and I'm waiting for Witcher, the final season of Witcher, to come out.
I'm surprised you said that though, because I'm like having trouble trying to pick what stuff to watch.
Right now, like we've had a pretty traumatic first quarter, and I fell into watching Doc Martin on rerun because, and then I found out that it was a coping mechanism because I needed a coping mechanism. Yeah, yes, that's what Bill is referring to.
Kills me.
Vicky,
All right.
I recommend The Pit if you haven't watched it. It's pretty
Oh,
good.
it's so
The
good.
Pit? Yeah, I've heard
So
good things about The
good.
Pit.
Pretty
right.
good.
So good.
We're going to go around the table one more time, and then I'll shut up and give Bill back his podcast. What is the one thing that everybody's watching that you're like, stop watching it immediately? That is the trashiest trash on the planet.
Oh God, I'm gonna get burned at the stake.
Oh,
No,
gosh.
no, please have mercy.
Hal,
No.
go ahead. Somebody shout one out.
Bill's gonna
Anything-
yell
Want to
Doc
live.
Martin.
Dad, I want to live.
Say it. What are we going to do? I'm not going to hurt you.
You are. You're in
do
the
you-
same house as me,
Who do you know that is going to listen to this podcast, Josh?
It's true.
Dad.
He
Andor.
says, I'm going to go. He hasn't seen any of it. He didn't watch Andor the first season. That's why he's.
I fell asleep watching episode 3, and I was like, all right, that's it for me.
Am I the only person that thinks there should be a slash in there? You know,
Not in the
Josh,
theater.
Don't
You
feel too
fell
bad.
asleep.
I think Andor's overhyped.
I
I-
haven't seen this season yet. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it all together.
I'm waiting for this
Andor's
season
overhyped.
too.
Don't feel bad, Josh.
We have a new Avatar coming.
But I loved it. I loved the first season. I'm going to watch it. I just haven't seen it yet. Here's people with head injuries are watching The Tracker right now. And you're going to say Andor is a problem?
I don't
Nope.
know what
Yeah.
the tracker is.
We're watching it. So, answering your first question.
Has anything happened yet?
Answering your first question.
Yes, go on.
Blue Eye Samurai.
Oh,
Ooh.
Blue-Eyed Samurai
That's a
was
good
great,
one.
dude.
That is.
No, that's the first question.
That's
the first question.
Recommendation.
Yeah,
That's a
that's his
good show.
recommendation.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, you're right. It is
Yeah,
great.
no, I heard it's
Yeah.
great.
It
It's
is.
worth it.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to what anybody watches.
He just watch. Well, you watch a lot of YouTube. You watch a lot of YouTube and chess.
Ah,
Lots of chess.
Chess?
Lots of
chess?
chess.
Like competitive chess?
Yes,
Wow.
Bill's in competitive
Bill.
chess right now.
Wait,
Yep.
put that closer to the.
I picture Bill with the Queen's Gambit on repeat.
Those are the
I hadn't watched the Queen's Gambit.
those are the 5 books that are to my right. To my left, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books.
Oh,
6
no, wait a minute. We
6
have
feet away.
7 chessboards.
Yes.
And one of them's an AI chessboard.
I have no problem with that.
No,
No.
I
No,
don't
he's
either.
he's into.
No.
He's got travel. He goes down and plays at a club.
Please finish
near
that sentence
Allentown.
quicker. Okay, thank you.
No, that's admirable. I'm not going to do it, but that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I grew
So-
up in a chess house. There was a lot of chess going on in my house, and I was too impatient.
Okay,
Bill, I got some bad news for you. I will
Yes, sir.
smoke you at chess.
I am ready. GHit_chess on chess.com or Lee Chess.
Oh, they're bringing out a new movie, Animal Farm,
Oh, what?
Mm.
Oh, that-
2025.
okay. Definitely in for that.
Oh, wait a minute.
You sure that's not the X-rated site you're looking at?
No, she meant Animal House.
No, it's Animal Farm, but they're not advertising it as the Orwellian, but it is the Orwellian one.
Wow.
Because anyway,
Bill, by the way,
yes,
DC,
yes.
absolute Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman.
I've been watching the summaries of those.
They're really good.
I have
They're
that sword
really
is
good.
pretty amazing.
Yeah. The absolute Batman is surprisingly
I heard.
much better than I expected.
The only thing I don't like is I don't like the absolute Wonder Woman art. It's not my style.
Yeah, the art's a little yeah.
I mean, it looks like something I could draw, so that's not good. My art teacher, when I was in high school, said, "You're the only person I know who can draw a circle with sides."
Crazy.
Technically, it always has two.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
these squares make
Mine
a
had-
circle.
mine had
All these
multi-
squares
outside.
make a circle.
Mhm.
Mine was a polygon of random number of sides. But anyway, all right. Anything else that people should want to go see?
I guess it's a show. It's definitely superhero themed, but Invincible season 4.
It was good.
No, it hasn't come
No.
out yet.
Oh,
Season
sorry.
three
It's
was
in-
Three is out.
season 3 was
Three
great.
is out.
Season 3 was great.
Yeah, and
They-
by the way, don't read the reviews. They're crap.
Don't read anything
it's-
from IGN.
Yeah,
IGN
season
review.
3 is amazing.
Season 3 was
yeah.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
here's my problem. I have the entire Invincible run, as Benny knows, but I also went out and bought the hard copies. When can I read them?
Oh no,
Whenever.
you should,
Start reading them
Whenever.
now.
you
dude.
should
Start
read
reading them.
Why don't you read them before? Yeah,
Read them whenever you want.
Read them now,
it's
man.
it's an easy
It's
read, Bill.
No,
Especially-
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the difficulty, Benny. I mean, it's a comic
No.
book. I'm pretty sure I could.
Well, I'm just saying.
no,
I
but I
mean,
understand. What he's saying is,
But I've got chess books to read, Benny.
will the books ruin the show,
I
or
can
will the
I
show
can tell
ruin the
you
books?
I can tell you there was a point in the last season that I knew what was going to happen, and listen, I cried in the comic book.
Oh,
Probably
yep, I
one
know
of the
what you're talking
few
about.
times,
My
one of the few
goat.
times that's happened to me with a comic book, and I thought there's no way that they can duplicate that in the animated show, and they did. In
My
spite of
God.
the fact that I knew
All right, no
that,
spoilers because I'm not
Yeah, no
there yet. Don't
spoilers.
get there.
No
Not yet.
spoilers. My goat.
yeah, so yeah.
Especially now with especially now in like the last episode and what's been confirmed for season 4, they're starting to lean away from the comics because like Conquest's whole monologue, his whole I'm
Yeah, they
so
made some
lonely.
changes.
That's completely
Subtle
comic
stuff.
original.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
now in season 4, they're gonna go on a full Damien Darkblood arc that's not in the comics at all.
He
Yep.
never showed back up in the comics.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Cecil
he did, Alex, but not on. He was more like in the Guardians of the Globe comics.
Yeah.
Not,
Oh,
Cecil-
I know
yeah,
Invincible. He didn't.
Yeah,
Cecil just uses ChatGPT and sends it back to hell.
yeah.
That's and they did confirm, Freddy Thrag has been cast. Of course, we all know who he was going to be, Freddie Mercury.
But Bill, it won't.
Okay.
You're fine either
Yeah,
way.
he did, dude.
You're good.
All right.
Yeah.
Very well. I have them all. It's very good.
Yeah.
Miss Vicky won't watch it, but that's fine.
Oh, it's fine.
Season 2 wasn't as good.
You
as
should, Vicky. Strong female characters in it.
Season
I think
2.
you'll enjoy it. Yeah.
Season
Yeah,
2
I
was not as
enjoyed
good.
it. Josh forced me to watch season 1. I was like, "What? Are you crazy?" Quite enjoyed
It
it.
was peak. It's
It
peak.
was very good.
I finished season 3, and then 10 minutes later, I had to perform Shrek, and it was the talk of the dressing room. If you just heard the words, "I'm so lonely," everybody started sweating.
Oh.
You're like, "Oh no, oh no."
By the way, Alex and I totally geeked out because on the last
That's
episode
such
of
a stretch for you
Invincible,
two.
they closed with a Nine Inch Nails song. So,
Oh, nice.
Sign me up.
Bill, again, I have to say I'm with you. Season 2 was not that good, but
It wasn't bad.
Really?
It just
It wasn't
wasn't
bad,
as good.
but it
It was
wasn't
not as good.
good. And season 3 was great, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
If
Josh,
they
next
could,
time you try and get me to watch JoJo, I'm gonna say no, and we're gonna watch more Invincible.
Understood. Hey, you know what? I'll put from one peak to another. All right.
there we go. All right. Any parting wishes? Any parting? Hey, you should go see this.
Bella Ramsey, greatest acting going on right now on TV.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, we didn't. We didn't cover Daredevil.
Didn't see it.
Daredevil was a very, very solid 6.
I would have given it higher. You know why Miss Vicky can't say anything? Because Daredevil would trigger her, and there's no way I'm going for more of what's driving her crazy right now. I am not volunteering for any more of this. That will not happen. She is not seeing Daredevil. Nope.
I like
haven't
No, I
either.
haven't seen it either.
I haven't seen
it either yet.
You know
I'm going to.
comic. You know the comic book sequence that they're doing.
Yeah.
Not gonna touch it. Not. She got 3 more years before she gets it.
Did you ever talk about Brave New World?
No.
No, we didn't.
No, we kind of glossed over it.
A little
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. We said everything we needed to say about Brave.
Right.
New World.
I guess if I saying that it's not even working.
I mean, it wasn't the worst Marvel.
Listen, it was better than what they hacked up Captain America and the Winter Soldier into.
Absolutely.
What?
Captain America and the Winter Soldier TV show sucked.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well,
God
so
awful.
one thing that Alex and I were talking about this morning.
The world.
One thing that Alex and I were talking about this morning is I think the critics were really unfair with what they were saying about the leader.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
liked him. I think yeah.
He was fine. He wasn't a reason not to like the movie.
Yeah. Right.
It was good, not great.
No,
It's not great.
The,
It's in-
the
it's
reason
in-
not
it's
to
in
like
the
the
mid.
movie is that Sam Wilson sucks.
They really don't know how to use Sam Wilson. I'll agree with you there.
Dude. I mean,
Because-
it's so bad.
Because what they should do is like the slice of the pie that the slice of pie that the plot is. You just make Sam Wilson's pie smaller.
Yes.
You increase, and you take Isaiah Bradley's and you make it bigger.
Yeah.
And you
Yes.
take Bucky's and you make it bigger.
Take Bucky and make it bigger. Yeah.
He's
You have a much better show.
Yeah.
he's a very good number 2.
Yeah. Yep.
In my mind.
He was
And
a very good
and-
number 2 in one movie. I mean,
He's a
Ant-Man kicked his ass.
But
I
if you go to the comic books, Falcon's a number 2.
But you know
if you
what
go to the
was
comics, Falcon's kind of like a number 9.
Yeah, probably.
But you know what was my biggest disappointment was Harrison Ford.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
good.
But
Yeah.
they created a character that they could come back to later. They didn't kill him. They left it open, which is I think what they've dropped the ball on some of the other mid bads.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
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 Gore the God Butcher.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right?
That was
Wasted
Best
a
part of that
fantastic character.
Wasted a
Best part of
character.
that movie, by the way.
Wasted a character and an actor.
And an actor. Yep.
And an actor. They did not do that with Red Hulk.
I know. I mean,
Yep.
They left it open.
The only thing better was if
Michael
they
Fassbender.
wasted Yelena. Anyway,
Actually, you want to know something? Worse than Yelena. I was
hard-
telling
that's hard
Alex
to
this
do.
morning, Sabra. Dude, that was disappointing.
The
No,
character
but I understand.
comics, dude.
That was
But I
disappointing.
understand.
The
No, but I understand that.
comics.
Dude, Sabra in the comics is awesome.
Kinda
She's
sucks.
like, yeah, no, yeah.
You can do a duo with her and Sam Wilson, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, I guess
Like,
you could.
crap on crap.
Yeah,
But we all know why Falcon and the Winter Soldier sucked.
yeah.
They wrote a movie about a pandemic, and then a pandemic happened.
oh, I know.
Yeah.
That's why.
They
Mhm.
had to edit around it, right? We don't blame them for writing a bad movie.
No, they
They
had to
had
write
an
another one.
impossible situation. They're in the middle of a movie and you have to rewrite the movie. And by the way, you're not allowed to film it with any more than 10 people on the screen.
I mean,
Like,
if you,
I understand why they said, "Oh, let's do Sabra." Oh no, let's not do Sabra right now.
I mean, if
The
you want to talk,
politics around her character is too hot to touch.
I mean, if
Wow,
you,
you know what? Jeff, you just gave me yeah. Now I can see exactly why they had to totally screw that. Yeah,
oh, it's a total
Yeah,
edit job.
yeah,
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 it's a
yeah.
hack.
I didn't even think about that part. Yeah, you're right.
You
Okay.
don't think it's just because Sabra sucks, period?
No, dude, she doesn't suck in the. All right, yeah,
Listen,
but no,
better-
that character, yeah,
Better than Madam Hydra and Wolverine.
way better.
Oh,
I have to agree with Bill again.
Yeah, I do too.
Wow, that was that. We can't end. I can't end the podcast on that. We got to let's talk about something good. Let's wash that flavor right out of the mouth here. Anybody?
yeah.
Let's
That
go
movie.
watch Madam Web, all of us.
No, that's getting worse. You're going in the wrong direction. Let's talk
So, what'd you think of Silver Surfer in the trailer?
Loved it.
Didn't
Thought it
like
was
the gra-
great.
Didn't like the
That
graphic.
That was pretty cool.
I thought it was
Didn't like
great.
the graphic. Why not?
She looked gold, and she.
Looks gold.
I think that's just the lights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
here's
it
the
was
thing.
Were you
Yeah,
like? Did you saw?
It's
Did
the
you have
reflection of
sunglasses
Human
on?
Torch.
Only at night, buddy. Only at night.
But,
Were,
but I
were
will
you
say
in like a
this, I will
theater
say
where the
this.
light bulbs are running out? What?
I
When I
think
saw the big boot come out, I was just like, thank God, no lights,
no
I
cloud.
was, it's just
The cloud
No cloud.
was cool.
it's
no cloud. Right?
it's just the thing. Silver Surfer is just kind of simple, you know. I expect silver person. I see silver person.
She wasn't silver though. She was gold.
I think it might be
That was the
colorblind.
reflection of Johnny Storm, dude.
It was. It was the fire that was around her.
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah.
Could be. I don't know.
Yep.
It just I thought the graphics of the second Fantastic Four Silver Surfer were better than what I've seen so far. I don't care that she's female. Cool with that. Not a problem. Would actually prefer that. But I didn't think it was a step up from there. If not, I think it was a step down from there. Or at least this is still early. They haven't finished all the
Who
CGI.
Yeah,
are the
let's-
Silver Surfer? Who are the Silver Surfers, and what are the differences in their personality?
So Shella Ball,
Okay, so
the male
Split
is
that-
Norrin Rod. And the
Norrin
differences are that Norrin Rad like kind of seems to be more in line with what Galactus wants. Shalabal is always a little bit more rebellious.
And the woman that we're going to see in Fantastic Four is Shalabah.
Yes.
Shalabal, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
But there's a whole bunch of heralds. Like if we want to get into heralds, we're going to have
Yeah.
another
Thor
hour.
was a herald one.
Oh yeah.
I think Drax was too.
Yeah. Drax was. Yeah, he was
think
like
he
the
was.
third. Yeah.
You got Terax. You got Nova. Not that Nova.
Mhm.
Frankie.
But
Ren.
there are only two surfers.
Fire hair.
Two surfers,
Nova. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can do probably 15 of them without thinking about it. You got Terrax, you got Galactus goes through them like a frat boy in a, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna get myself in trouble if I continue that analogy, so we're gonna move on. All right, Fantastic Four is Superman running. Who's gonna win? Better movie, Vicki.
Fantastic Four.
Okay, Jeff.
Better movie, Superman.
Okay, Alex.
Fantastic Four.
Josh.
Better movie, Superman.
Okay, Benny.
I'm biased. I'm gonna say Superman, but those for me, both of those properties are my favorites in each of those comic book companies. So yeah,
It's a challenge of the reboots.
yeah, yep.
4 is going to make more money. 4 is going to sell more tickets. 4 is going to like just be the domination of the box office for the entire summer.
Yep.
I will say this,
and those in the know will go, you know what? Superman was better.
If there is anybody, any actor that comes close to Alex's Michael Fassbender thing, for me, it would definitely be Pedro Pascal. So
Pedro's amazing.
Yeah.
Pedro's amazing, man.
Yeah, no lie.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The correct answer.
Pretty much. Pedro's second and Michael. That's it.
The correct answer is Fantastic Four.
Will be a better movie.
Yes.
Better movie. Mm-mm.
I believe they will both be 9s, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they're 10s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As always. Thank you, everybody. That was great. Great fun. Benny, this is not a Teams meeting, just in case you haven't figured that out yet.
I got it.
All right. Very good. Hefe, people want to follow you. What do they do?
I'm nowhere. I'm off the internet, so there's nothing to follow. You'll see me at the races. Come to the races. 3 Pedal Mafia, NJMP at
First
the next
week in
Lemons
June.
race.
First week in June.
Yep.
All right. It's time. Nerd history, dude. What you got?
Okay.
You have to
I
put
guess
stuff
for
out
me,
to promote
if
it, though.
I've been doing this the whole podcast, my guy.
Yeah, but you didn't put anything out. I mean, you can promote. If you don't put anything out, it doesn't really matter.
I'm doing it. So, nerd history. It's originally a film project I did for my film school, and then I just started liking it more, and I brought it to YouTube. So you can just see me yap about things like video games, anime, or movies. My next episode is about the last 2 episodes of Invincible and also the Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
So you can see it on YouTube, Nerd History, or go to your local mental asylum and steal a patient. Should give same results.
You know, with the quantity of content that you put out on a yearly basis, you may want to cross post this. I can send you the file.
Maybe.
Alex, Benny, you guys out there proliferating the interwebs with stupidity like we are, or no?
No social media.
Okay, very well. Miss Vicki, you're stuck with me. I know where
I
you
am.
If you haven't figured out yet, Garage Heroes in Train now. If they haven't figured it out by now. Anyway, like anybody's still listening. All right, very well. Thanks, everybody. Great night.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank
you.
Guys. Happy
Goodbye.
birthday again, Vicky.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Vicky.
Happy birthday.
No presents for you. Thanks, everybody. That was fun. Once we got Benny figured out that it's not a Teams meeting, it was great.
Yep.
Dude, I got the Teams invite.
Microsoft does it. I can't do
Yeah.
anything about it. They're putting it on all the invites.
I thought I was early.
Yeah, you were to the wrong meeting.
Yeah,
Nobody else is there. Anyway. All right.
I got it for next time.
All right. Very good.